Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in today's webinar, which is all about selling melt using Star Buys. Star Buys is a powerful promotional tool built into Cloud POS Ecommerce that encourages customers to add extra items when they're shopping with you online. It effectively increases the average transaction value, boosting online sales, and if you're consistent with your offer, it's an extra benefit that entices customers to come back and shop with you. In this webinar, we'll take a look at how Star Buys works and what it looks like online. This is where you'll see the results of the massive investment in the new version of Star Buys that we've released recently. We'll take a look at a richer approach and all the possibilities that are available to you with the new and improved Star Buys. If you've got time and resource to put the thought into an approach like that, Star Buys is a great way to deliver a standout customer experience online. Now, we know that a lot of our retailers are very busy and don't have a huge amount of spare time, so we're also going to look at a simple approach which requires a lot less time to set up and manage, but is really effective. So Star Buys is really powerful, which means that you can make your offers as tailored and complex as you like, but you don't have to do them that way. So the simple approach to Star Buys has been proven to add about 15% extra to your online revenue. So if your online turnover was, say, 50,000 a month, an extra 15% is $7,500 a month, or 90,000 a year. So if you were turning over closer to 100,000 a month, that 15% extra equates to about 15,000 extra a month, or 180,000 a year. So you can see there is a huge amount of value in Star Buys and this simple approach and how it can work for retailers like you. So we'll take a look at that simple approach in detail, and we'll take a look at one of our retailers has used this strategy successfully for some time now. But first of all, let's take a look at how it works. So when a customer is browsing on your website and they click to view a particular product, they can easily see that there is an offer available to them when they buy that item. You can see the purple box there where it says Star Buys. Now you can have more than one offer available on each product as well, so the customer can choose which one they want to take advantage of. So you can see here there's actually 4 available on this bike, and we can have a look at a different example here. And there we've got 4 examples: 50% off any pedal set, 25% off selected jackets, a free water bottle, or 50% off selected Gyro MIPS helmet range. So there are lots of different ways that you can set up Star Buys. So they're either percentage based, so 30% off X when you buy Y, or value based. So it's a certain amount off when you buy an item when you buy a particular product. So you can do anything from 1 to 100% off the added item, which is how you can do free items. So you could do something like 30% off t-shirts when you buy a jacket, or if you're doing 100%, you can do something like a free liner when you buy any hat, or a free repair kit when you buy, whatever item. Or if you're doing something amount-based, that would be something like £5 off a beanie when you buy any jacket. There's lots of different ways to set them up. So we've got find and filter to find and filter to collection, collection to find and filter, collection to collection, and item to item. Now we'll have a look at each of these in a bit more detail later on with specific examples. So first of all, let's take a look at those item to item ones. So an example of that would be 20% off this specific pair of socks when you buy this specific pair of shoes. And then you can also create Star Buys from find and filter to find and filter. So for those not currently using Cloud POS Ecommerce, find and filter is all of the facets that you can use to filter products like brand, season, department, category, colour and more. So you can use this to create a really broad offer like 30% off any pedals when you buy any 2022 bike. So that whole category of pedals when you buy this whole category of 2022 bikes. Or you can narrow it down and create an offer like 50% off any brand day current season t-shirt when you buy any brand A current season jacket. So you can really kind of use all of those facets to filter down to a really specific set. You can also create items from item to find and filter. So we're buying a specific item, so this scarf, and getting 10% off any, say, pink gloves. Again, you can use all of those facets to create whichever set you'd like. And that also works in vice versa. So say if you're doing 50% off this specific bottle when you buy any item from this brand. So one last way to create star buys is using collections. For those that don't currently use Cloud POS Ecommerce, collections are a way of grouping separate items together. So say you had a full look that was in a recent marketing campaign, you could put that in a collection to create a shop the look offer, like 20% off your second item. You can create collections for a specific event as well. So say a load of items that are good stocking fillers at Christmas time, and you can create a star buy that was 20% off a stocking filler whenever you buy any kind of current season jacket. So you can get the idea of the flexibility and power of the new version of star buys. You can put a lot of thought into your offers and create a really standout experience for your customers online with attractive and targeted offers throughout your product range. So that's the complex or the richer approach to star buys. And now we're going to take a look at the simple approach that has been proven to be really effective at driving up those online sales, as well as making sure that customers come back to you again and again, but is much easier, much more simple to set up and easier to manage. So it's a lot less of a time commitment there. So we've looked at creating lots of different star buys for different products. An alternative approach is to have one offer that is available across all your products, like 30% off one of these items with any purchase. So it's easier to manage and it's really effective when it's set up right. And this is the kind of thing where if you run this offer consistently and it's available across all your products, it's the kind of thing that your customers come to know and expect. So it's that extra benefit for them to help them keep coming back to your business. So the key for an offer like this is finding good products that are easy add-on items. So it's not a big buying decision for your customers. It doesn't take a lot of thought. It's just a good deal that they're like, yeah, I'll make the most of that. So we're looking for items that people always want, like a hat or a beanie, a simple t-shirt or a pair of socks. Or you can think of it like the trench run where you queue for the tills in big shops like Boots or big high street stores. While you're queuing, you're surrounded by easy add-on items for around the till. So for bike, equestrian and outdoor shops, that could be things like item care products like Tech Wash, or grooming equipment and leather care, or merino socks. You could always do with an extra pair of socks. So it's got to be an item that your customers generally want anyway, and then it's got to work for you. So it's got to be something you can always get stock of, and crucially, where you get a good enough margin to be able to offer an attractive discount. That's something worth discussing with your suppliers to find items that you can buy in big quantities for a better margin, especially because it's going to be something running over a long time. And own branded items can work really well in this style of star buy, especially if you have them made so the margin is nice and high. So we're going to take a look at one of our retailers called Working Class Heroes. They're a men's streetwear retailer in our town of Ulverston, and they actually do a few more outdoorsy brands as well. We are in the Lake District after all, and it does rain quite a bit. So we'll just head over to Working Class Heroes website. So here we are on their homepage. So I'm just going to head straight into jackets, have a look at all jackets here. Okay, so they've got a nice landing page here where they've got different banners here to help me narrow down my search. So we'll take a look at Arc'teryx jackets, and let's have a look at this grey one. So as soon as I've gone onto a specific product, I can see I've got a star buy offer available, which is great. So I'm just going to add this one to my basket. And then we get this side drawer that pops out. That gives me a little bit more detail. So I can see I can get 50% off a WCH item when I buy this product. So I'll click on that and have a little bit of a look, see what comes up. So I can get so we've got some plain tees, some beanies and some hats. And they're all, 50% off, which is great. So I'll just check the availability on that beanie and get this pop out. I can see the prices here, so it's got the normal price, £40, and then it's got the star buy price here as well. And it's really easy for me to say, yeah, I'm just going to add that to my basket. And that's in there. So if I wanted to keep browsing and have a look at, say, some footwear, I'll take a look at trainers. And let's take a look at Vans. Again, they've got another nice landing page there. So if I take a look at these brown ones, you can see, again, we've got the same star buy offer available here. 50% off any WCH item when I buy this product. So that is across all of the items on their website, and customers know that. So if we just come back to here. So it's easy to manage because you've got a small set of products to make sure you've always got stock, and it's simple to set up. And that really churns away in the background, helping to boost that online revenue. So if you wanted to create a star buy like this, first of all, you need to choose which product or products would be a great add-on item to, that have good margin, so it's going to work for you as well. And then you need to decide what your offer will be and whether that's a percentage or a set value. So you could create a special season code called Star Buys that would help you to group the items together. And if you do it that way, it also makes it easy to check the sales in Cloud reports, because we've got really fantastic seasonal reporting in there. Or you can create them as a collection. So then we need to set that offer up so that it applies to all of our products. Now there isn't a direct way to put all products into one star buy, so we just divide them up by season and create the same offer for each group. There's a step-by-step guide on how to for creating star buys. If you scan this QR code that's on the screen right now, that'll take you to that article. And the support team are always here to help as well. The best way to get hold of them is live chat. So star buys like this keep churning away in the background, adding those extra amounts to online sales, and they increase revenue by a surprising amount. Like I said at the beginning, if you're turning over somewhere around 100,000 a month, an offer like this can add about 180,000 to your yearly online revenue, as well as giving customers a great deal. And when you consistently have an offer like this running, your customers know that if they buy from you, they get an extra benefit, and it's just another reason for them to come back and buy from you again. So that's all for today. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit subscribe to stay up to date with the latest new features and product updates.